see the tip up here. Oh, you can't. It's right up there somewhere. I've thrown the one rod out just for now, because I've set the other rod up now. It's fully complete. I'm running through the rigs in a minute. I'm just trying to catch an early barbel. If we can, that'd be brilliant. Just waiting now. So on the rod that's out now, there's an opening cage feeder, 2.5 ounce, with meat for Hellion hemp. Hellion hemp. Gee, I'm still tired. Ground oak mixed together. And it's literally a simple concoction with some pellets in there. A few 8 mils, some 6 mils. Just gonna wait now and just see if anything picks up. I've got on the end of the hook clamps, I've got a 2-foot hair rig, and on the end of the hair rig is a small hair with two. It's not really a small hair. It's a fairly large hair with two 40mm pellets on. Halibut. Because this is probably the best time to start catching them. Is early this morning, whilst it's nice and cool. It's now 10 to 4, so it should be getting light now. I would class this as first light. I can see light over the top of the trees, so I can see my tip moving without that flashlight on. So I'm going to get the undercut out just to be on the safe side. Now, this isn't my first time barbel fishing, but if I catch one, it'll be my first time. And the plan is to get them in, fairly decently. I just got to remember that they ain't carp, they ain't roach or bream. Oh, that was a bang. I don't know if that was a bat or what, but that was the first another knock on the tip. I stood up really excited there. Now, I'm hoping I get what barbel anglers call a 3-foot twitch without losing my rod. I've got the bait runner on. Obviously, some of you guys will be up enough to join the live this morning that we're going to be doing, and some of you just aren't. So I've decided that I'm going to do a little bit of a video just to kind of guarantee something to go onto YouTube as well as the live. Yeah. So I have got the one rod out at the moment. However, this left rod, when it gets a bit lighter, probably around about 7 o'clock, I'll show you. When it does get a bit lighter, I'll show you. It's going to go over to the left side, slightly upriver, and then the right rod is going to go downriver on a big bit cube with just a small 3 ounce or 2.5 ounce fox lead. Another small little taps there. And I got here this morning and I picked this swim because there was a few smaller fish jumping, like literally like little roach and stuff. And every now and then it could have been a pike, but every now and then you just hear a splosh, a big splosh. So I'm hoping that there's something here and I haven't just picked the wrong peg. couple of indications since flipping that rod out. To be quite honest, if it works well there, then what I might do is leave that rod on. Oh, there we go. That might be a bat then. That may well be a bat. But if it works well there, then what I'm going to do is proceed to leave that left rod, move it to the right side of the pod and leave that down there, and then just flick the meat up further upstream. I'm not just here for the barb, I do want a decent chub as well. Give me a second, guys. I don't think it's still on, I'm not 100% sure to be honest. Not feeling any kick, so it's still on. It is still on. Just trying to get it out of the snags. Come on. I think the best thing I can probably do is just leave this sitting on the rest and hope that it swims out of it. He's out, he's out, he's out. Oh, it's a big chub. It's not a barbel, it's not what we're after, but we'll take it. Oh, it's not a big barbel, but it's a chub, we'll take it. It's a nice chub. I know, guys, I know. I should have brought my small net. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so good to have a first fish of the day. Leaving the rest of that net down there. I literally just flicked that out with a PVA bag of pellets, and the first thing it did was it literally tip just started bouncing and it shot off into the main flow. Right, what am I doing? I should have been more prepared than this, to be honest with you. That needs to come back under this rod so I can lift the net out and put this to the unhook now. But yeah. What I'll do is I'll turn the camera around in a minute so you guys can see. And it's a very snacky swing. Oh, that's got to be a PB. That has got to be a PB. Right, let me just turn this camera so I can get some still shots. Oh. Right. Oh, where's the hook? Wrapped around him. Where's the hook? Right, the hook's out. Lead is around my foot. What a noddy. Right, we'll quickly weigh it, and we'll quickly weigh him and put him back. If I can get the net undone. Don't know how we're going to do it with this net, but and we'll rest him in the edge for a little bit. Well, seeing as I've never actually weighed a chub, it's £4.10 with the net. So, yeah, quick picture with him. I'll quickly get a little photo with him, if he or she will let me. That beautiful River Severn chub. Now, I'm going to leave that off for the meanwhile. I'm just going to transport him to the water and let him rest. Right, let's get this rod out of the way, just in case. We'll leave him there for 10 minutes, and I'll talk you through what I've done to catch that chub. And yeah, and hopefully we can redo the same thing again. And I'll catch another one. Let's just stick this on the pod hooked up. What an amazing position. I've been fishing for just over an hour, loose feeding some 8mm halibuts, and that literally had a big cube of luncheon meat. And well, I've had my first River Severn chub. I'll let him rest. When he starts kicking, I'll let him back. He's already starting to move around in the net, so I am going to quickly put the spacer bar back on, just in case this right rod goes and I've got no net. It's okay because it won't disturb the fish one bit. It's such a big net. I should have brought a small net, but I didn't want to run the risk when there was a potential barbel involved. I wanted to make sure that he's ready to go back already. Okay. Off you go, fella. Off he swims. So it looks like luncheon meat could well be the way today instead of pellets. I definitely should have done a smaller net than this great big carp net, but I just didn't want to come in with my little net and not be able to stick a big barbel in it, because it'd just be stupid. But I don't know why I needed a 42-inch net for, to be honest, quite honest with you. So, let's sit and have a chat with you. We'll weigh the net later on. So, we was getting, this is the peg. It's the peg that I'm fishing today. So that was just out on that, oh, you can't really see. That was just out on this little crease here. And this rod is just on the edge of this tree down here, because there's loads of little fish splashing around. I thought if there's a little fish there, there's down to be the odd better chub, better barbel. So yeah, I just chucked it out there and it just started bouncing. Ah, well, that's made the trip worth it already. I've had a nice chub. So, talking you through the rig, I've got a Fox. I will be honest, I'm a cheapskate, and at the time, they're not anymore, I will say that. that at the time, so there's another little fish jumping down there. At the time, these Fox 3-ounce leads were only £1, so I grabbed 3 of them while I could, because there was only 3 left. So I grabbed 3 of them. And then if I get the rod, I can show you, but I've got one of these on with a tail rubber, a lead clip and a tail rubber. Just add an indication on the right rod while we're talking. But yeah, so, and again. So I've got actually, do you know what, I've got leads already clipped up with these line clips, because I clipped them up ready for if I snap off. Now I know that's quite a bad mentality to have, but it's possible. Yeah? So yeah, so you have your lead clip. That's my lead. So I'm just getting loads of taps on that right rod and just want to keep an eye on it. So yeah, I've got a lead clip. That's the lead clip there. So I've got that so I can interchange feeders. I can change from a feeder to a lead. I can change from a feeder, like an opening cage feeder, down to a maggot feeder, which I have got. So ultimately I can flick through different sort of methods of my choice if I wanted to. So again, you're literally pushing the top of your swivel of your lead just underneath there, and as you can see, it just opens up, and then that slides in there, that clicks in there. If you was to just attach that to your line, that lead clip's coming off. But the whole point of me using this is that if I get caught in a snag and the fish is attached, the lead just generally come off.
Nathan!
You alright, Milo? Oh, so yeah, let me show you. So you literally put this here, and then you literally put your tail rubber over the top. So I do it. Yeah, let me catch up to you guys in a bit. Right, so I think I'm going to have to talk a bit louder now because I've had to move you, because you actually be able to see the rods. So, going on from the last video, as you can see, we've got if you could see, we've got a 3-ounce lead, size 8 hook, massive loop for these massive cubes of meat. I'm just going to quickly pop one on and show you how I've been fishing with them. Not really that you don't know how to fish with me, but it is what it is, Charlie. Right. Now I've found that the more stop beads, the merrier. That's just God's honest truth. So I'm just going to pull that nice and tight, pull that meat down here, hold that hook nice and flat up against the meat, just whilst I Now I'm going to try and even that out by getting it in between there and there. I'm just going to wrap this meat around that hook, or that hair, more around that hook, and that is literally what I'm going to have it look like. So I keep it so it's about a good inch between my lunch meat and my hook. It's nice. Nice gentle cast into the edge of that flow, and by the time this weight settles, I would like to catch a barbel today, but I'm definitely going to have to change that length of that hair rig and create a new one. And that's no problem because I can just take the hook off.
20 line to do that. Need feed. I'm just loose feeding 8 mils over the top, by the way. Little update. As you can see, I'm baking under this brolly. And it is only like about 9:30 in the morning. Right, as you can see, I've shaved my hair off. It's a nice, lovely new look, and the beard's gone. It's too hot the other day, 34. We're down at Sydney Avenue. We literally come here about 5 o'clock. Was it 5 o'clock? Yeah, no, was it 5 o'clock? We come here, yeah, 5 o'clock. And we thought, I said to my mate Steve, I said, oh, do you know what, we'll do a couple of hours. I said, we might as well, it's lovely and cool in this evening. We'll do a couple of hours, and the water's pushing through a little bit here. They got the beach there, and there was loads of kids and started swimming, so I thought, we'll go here out of the way. And then the kids started swimming down here and then come up to the right corner, and I thought, well, I don't know if we're going to catch barbel, but they should be over there near cover if they're that scared. But yeah, so I'm about to make a PVA bag. I'm going to turn the rod round because we've been having a few taps, and we've had a barbel already. We've had a barbel. And yeah, I'm going to turn the rod round before that absolutely whacks around so I can catch it on camera. But yeah, I've had a 3-4 pound barbel. I held it, took a photo with it. Tallulah held it, took a photo with it. They'll both be in the YouTube channel. But yeah, we had a chub at Emshy, so we had a chub. 4 pound, about 4 pound 2 ounce, 4 pound 3 ounce without the net. And then we've also had a barbel that's around about 4 or 5 pound. Didn't want to wait because it's too hot. And yeah, but I'm going to turn the camera around now. So I had an accident earlier on today, so this continue on to the video previously. So I had an accident today, and this is why you need to make sure you well, 50 quid, it's a new rod in it, but this is why you should make sure you make sure that your line's not twisted around your rod when you're trying to pull line out the tip to pull more line towards you, because I've snapped the rod, but it's only 50 quid, I'll just get a new one, not a problem. But yeah, we've been fishing with 15 pound main line, like down to like 10 pound main line, and we did a bit of night fishing on the 7 yesterday actually for the first time, didn't we? That was quite nice, quite refreshing because of the heat. We've had 30, 34 degrees, 32 degrees. It was quite refreshing, so we did a bit of night fishing, just took the chairs and that was it, rod pod, you know, basic stuff. And fished at Hampton Load, which is £8 a night, and then it's £8 for the daytime. Yeah, you just show up, park in a pub car park, and then, yeah, so we fished there last night, got up this morning, you know, at the hotel and stuff, and we went to Angling Direct, grabbed a couple of bits, and grabbed some new bait, which I must say has worked amazing. It is actually, like, we was fishing with meat for the last 3 days and had a chub, and fishing with pellets, not even a Knox. And I put that ISO fish boilie on, loose feeding 3 or 4 out, breaking some up, put it in a PVA bag, and actually, whilst I'm talking to you, I'll make a couple up. So, been putting in some 6mm pellets in the PVA mesh. I'd say a good handful and a half, quite a big mesh. And then grabbing a good, I want to say, what's that, 5 boilies. Like the ISO fish, 15mm. I think they're like 13 quid, weren't they, for a kilo. And I brought them because, to be honest with you, because I was going to buy them last year when I went on the Trent, when I was looking at going on the Trent for the barbel fishing. Never brought them, and yeah, so I've just brought a bag of kilo, put them on. I actually did a snowman rig, if I'm being honest. So I did one whole one and then half of one, because I knew the half of one would come off anyway at some point, because once they get too like damp, like wet, should I say damp? What an idiot. When they get wet, they just get a bit soggy and they come off. So I thought, oh, I'll put a couple of boilies on and just see. And then literally, I'd say, what, half an hour later, the rod just, like, it didn't wrap round, but it went over with a barbel on. And, you know, I can happily say that pod held up to its expectations, because I was a bit nervous on how the pod would go with the barbel, because I've not had a barbel on this pod. I've never had a barbel before. But yeah, sounds like someone else is fishing a bit further up as well. Or they're throwing stones in, one of the two. Oh, so a few taps on that tip there. Just gonna zoom in on that tip. You can see. There you go, a few taps on it.
I'm using a 3 ounce lead now to hold bottom out there, because I was on 2 ounce and it was just, the tip was just absolutely going over and back and over and back. So I use a 3 ounce. Gone against everything the bait was telling us. And yeah, just fishing with a heavy lead, to be honest with you. I'm just going to use this, the actual thing to puncture that down with. Where's it gone? Ah, it's under the bucket lid. So I'm just going to push this down, compact that in there. Compact it in the mesh. I'll leave that there for now. But yeah, I was excited. I hooked into it, and at first I thought I hooked a chub. I think with the heat, they're just tired anyway, aren't they? So, hooked into it, took a photo, left it in the net for 10 to 12 minutes. By the time I put a new boilie on and new PVA, whacked it back out there again. I mean, we've been going for 4 minutes now whilst I'm doing this PVA, but yeah, I'd say a good 4 minutes. And then yeah, I literally just put it out there and it went round after half an hour. So it was quite lucky, to be honest with you, for half an hour. But we are sitting on a bit of a weird spin today, to be honest. We come down here and then the thingy end was a bit thingy. But yeah, so that is my PVA. But let me zoom this out quickly again. Sorry guys. So that's my PVA bag. It's got some 6mm pellets in there, some boilie crumb that's going to be mashed around, and when it dissolves, it's going to leave that little bit of a colour, similar to how ground bait works, but it's going to leave that colour. It's going to have some attraction. It smells like curry, but yeah, it's got the 6mm pellets in there. I am just going to bring this rod in and recast it out, because it'll probably be our last cast before we have to go back to the hotel. Oh, and there's duckies down there. So I'm just going to stand you guys up. I have been wading in because I'm in shorts and got Crocs on. Shout out to Shoe Zone, 10 quid. Yeah, I'm just using Madeira.
Yeah.
Just using Madeira reel. Believe it's the 4000. Yeah, the Crossfire 4000 BG. Not got any bait runner on because, well, I'm going to be watching one rod. I'm not going to be needing a bait runner. £10 main line, £6 bottom, size 12 hook, and that for me just seems to have done the trick today. So that'll be exactly how we fish it again tomorrow. Obviously this will all be uploaded onto YouTube eventually when I get back, and I've gone through it, edited it and everything else. So you just get the bait need that box please, Dom. But yeah, so there should be half a boilie now. But yeah, so we're just fishing with 15mm ISO fish boilie, which is quite a dark boilie to be honest with you, but quite light in the colour. So just fishing with that, and then all I'm doing, if I can get hold of it, would be nice. All I've been doing is putting the boilie onto the homemade hair rig. I say homemade, it's just made myself when we got it. Onto that, and then using the baiting needle, I'm just using that to slice the boilie in half, because they're quite soft boilies. They're not hard, they're quite soft. And then yeah, so just using that to pull that through. And then using the bait stops to basically hold that there like that, like a little snowman rig really. So yeah, it's just like basically like that, and it's just got a size 12 on there.
So we're going to put the PV on it now and cast it out to the edge of this, like here where this tree falls down. That's where the little branches hang off, and that's where I've been casting it. There's been little fish jumping out ever since we got here. Probably would catch a few like dace and stuff like that from here if you're into that sort of fishing. I mean, we left Hampton Load at 6 o'clock this morning, 7 o'clock this morning, and there was a gentleman literally just got there with his float rod and stuff to fish for the roach that were there. So I'm just gonna wait out. Short of where I was last time, weren't it? Look how big boat. So the actual thing itself, the actual hutch itself is loose enough that if the fish does wrap the rod round, it will go. There you go. I think that might be on. Yeah. How good is that?
You just put it on.
Steve. Steve. That's a big barbel. Steve. Steve. Got another one. Yeah. Another barbel. That was so quick.
Yeah.
You can tell it's a bigger barbel because it's taking me straight upstream.
Yeah.
And it's not going in, it's just holding bottom. I'm going to get this close to the net, it's going to kick off again as well. That's much bigger than the one before. It was like 6-7 pounds. Just goes to show that change of bait from a mid to yes. I mean, it might wet still, or is it dry? I'll wet it anyway. He's so thin and that's not going to go anywhere. Steve! Do you hold that for me, Dad? Once I've done opening in there. Alright, one in on. about £8–9. Just reel the line in, just slowly. Come on, keep going. We'll leave them to rest in the net for a second. Yeah, I'll come slide this way. Thank you. Yeah. That was so quick.
No, it's actually out and go.
Well, to be fair, that's my fish. Because you did claim the first one, and I said to you, well, it could be a bigger barbel. Next one, you said, no, I'll have that one.
Wow.
Right, that's the only from that.
And you go in the water and wetness. Viewers, I'm sorry for my bottom bit on camera. Can you just make sure I'm in the camera, like where you're standing here, where the net is? Steve!
Oh,
Steve.
sorry guys.
£8–9, I reckon. £8–9. Yeah, come get a look. Come have a look. Come have a look. Come have a look. You ready? Am I in shot?
Yeah.
Do you want to get your phone out? I've got to take some photos.
I can't really get it in the camera.
That's alright. Zoom out if you have to. Just press 0.5. I just want to be quick with this fish. It's quite a decent fish.
There it is, you're just not in.
Are you ready? Let me keep him in the edge and rested. I'll just two use the 50 for silvers.
Yeah.
I'll get him to turn and face me towards the flow, and then I'll let him move now. Just I wouldn't be stressing out too much. We've got plenty of room to swim there before anyone starts hating them in the comments. Steve! Right, I'm going to pause this video quickly because I'm just too excited for this.